Hasan, that Turkey is not really a part of Europe.
Dan?
I mean, geographically speaking, it's more of
What are
a
you
bridge
talking about?
between Europe and Asia.
Turkey is as European as it gets.
But historically speaking, Turkey has always been more of an Eastern power than a Western one.
We're the crossroads of civilization, baby. Look, Dan, you're just spouting off some outdated 18th century bullshit.
The Ottoman Empire, for example, was much more focused on the Middle East than on Europe. Pretty mid-empire, by the way.
Turkey is the pinnacle of European civilization. We've got the best food, the best culture, and the best people.
Hasan, you're not getting it. Turkey may have some European influence, but it's still fundamentally different from the rest of Europe. We have different religions, different customs, plus we have actual last names that weren't invented 100 years ago.
Oh, come on, Dan. That's actually bullshit. Anglo last names are literally just as arbitrary. We may have our differences, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all bleed red.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Crusaders felt the same way when they were slaughtering Turks by the thousands.
Dude, do not get me started on the fucking Crusades. Your people were literally living in straw huts and fucking their sisters, while we had fucking algebra, bro. But seriously, Turkey is the future of Europe. We're a vibrant, dynamic society with a rich history and culture.
I don't know about that, Hasan. I mean, have you seen some of the stuff that's been going on in Turkey lately? It's not exactly a beacon of democracy and freedom.
Yeah, but at least we're not a bunch of pansies like those Western Europeans. We know how to take care of ourselves and defend our values.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hasan. Don't be so defensive. I didn't realize I was hurting your delicate Turkish feelings. You guys are so sensitive.
Hey, don't talk about Turkey like that, Dan. We have a proud history and culture, and we don't appreciate outsiders insulting us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Turkey was the land of Ataturk and Erdogan, where dissent is crushed and journalists are jailed.
That's not fair, Dan. And we're not perfect, but we're doing the best we can under difficult circumstances. And at least we're not a bunch of imperialist warmongers like the U.S.
Yeah, because Turkey has never invaded any other countries, right? What about Cyprus? What about Kurdistan? Let me ask you this.
You're just a typical American, Dan. You think you're better than everyone else, and you don't care about anyone's culture or history except your own. Well, let me tell you something. Turkey is a great country, and we don't need your approval or your condescension.
If the UN announced that they would let Turkey into NATO if you agreed to 12 rounds of boxing with Sam Hyde, would you do it?
Fuck you, Dan.